Right. Recording. Ready?
1 moment.
111.
2 months later.
3
3 months
seconds later.
What?
One eternity later.
Right, guys, welcome back for another week of Social Gamers. This is our second podcast with us. My phone going
better than
off.
ever.
Yes, we're still learning. I'd like to welcome Will
Hello.
and Dave,
Hello.
and no Ginger Fox today. So,
He's fully on duty, so
He's been attacked by a small dog.
yeah. So,
more likely, yeah.
this week's news we're going to talk about is the Xbox or Microsoft promises to support modding and overlay G-Syncs and FreeSyncs and all that, which I think there's a catch, and
Of course there is. It's Microsoft.
yeah,
Yes.
They're in the business of making money and they're pretty good at it.
yeah.
Have you not learned about Games Windows Live?
I still,
dear.
I still reckon they're going to try and get rid of Steam or something like that, but
They've obviously realised there's backlash, but these things are planned well in advance. They've done the research, and I'm sure there's some very well paid people at Microsoft who have spent months looking at all this sort of stuff. But they'll have a long term, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Doesn't necessarily reflect on competence, but
Look at Vista.
yeah, exactly. They've obviously made a concession, but they've not actually said what they're doing yet. So it could be a token gesture. Maybe they are opening up completely and doing what they should be doing. But if it works, good. I mean, yeah, Steam works quite well now, and it's pretty rickety to begin with. Back in the day, I remember people rebelling against it, saying, "Oh no, Steam's killed Counter-Strike." Back in the day, and now look at it. Steam has brought Counter-Strike back to the forefront. So we will see.
Yeah,
that DRM rubbish.
yeah. So
If it works, I hope it
Now
does.
it works. It's like, good grief, it's far superior than anything else in the market.
But all signs have indicated it's not the second coming.
yeah, no, I totally agree.
No.
Obviously, we have to see what else Microsoft will release with all of this. But obviously, we already knew and we spoke about was the cross-platform in the last week's video.
Yeah.
So, which obviously, by the way, just to add an update on that, PlayStation 4 still hasn't confirmed that they're supporting that yet. Which I will find out more. Maybe for next week.
There's the PlayStation 4.5, which is there's rumours going around, which will allegedly support VR, but
And also 4K, allegedly.
yeah, and 4K allegedly. Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
allegedly.
you know, my computer's not. It's not a beast by any stretch. It's pretty good. Apparently, it supports 4K, my graphics card, but that will be at 20 frames a second on relatively low settings.
Yeah, aye.
So,
So
what
it's good enough
console
for a
will do-
movie, but not a game.
Yeah.
I mean, bearing in mind it's like 5 years old, but it still runs Battlefield 4 on Ultra, so I'm not bothered.
Well, moving on other news, because it's quite short this week, is the 16-year-old hacker that hacked Steam, or watch him paint dry,
Brilliant.
which I quite like, actually.
I think bonus points for sense of humour.
But Robert, on our Social Gamers Facebook page, he says the guy did it because no one was replying to the emails about the fault. So it's funny. Yeah, I agree.
Took the initiative.
Yeah, but it's like if they had a support where they could post up and say, "Look, you got this wrong," and someone actually working on all of that, or maybe they have got a support page for that, and
Apparently,
someone's
Steam
just clicking
support
there.
is notoriously bad.
Yeah, you've got to
Notoriously
make an example.
unresponsive. Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Like with the guy who made Euro Truck Simulator 2, when he got banned for a year for doing an exploit similar.
Really? Obviously, I didn't know
But he got retracted soon after when he realised who it was.
Okay, we'll move on. The biggest one of today, obviously, which today, obviously, we're recording this on a Thursday, which it will not go out till maybe Friday or Saturday. and all the hype would have been gone. But it's all the April Fool stuff.
I'm
that's
looking
going
forward
to be
to see
coming
what
out.
happens here. I've seen a bit. Wargaming did quite Gaijin for War Thunder did the
Last
sailing
year,
ships.
yeah.
Well,
Well, last year, but this year,
last year was brilliant.
yeah, 2 game modes. You had mechs and the
Sherman tanks, inflatable Sherman tanks with little people underneath the bicycles that squeaked.
Yeah, and you're armed with potatoes and
And
carrots.
carrots, yeah. Carrots was
Brilliant.
APCR and potatoes was like explosive or something like that.
obviously, there was something that was posted a day early, which is the modular motherboard. Which
Oh, yeah.
I think that
As
is.
you look at that, you think, you know what?
Yeah,
That
That
could
could
work.
work. Yeah, but then you think,
Doing-
no, wait.
yeah, but still, put all the April Fools to one side. I still reckon that could work.
They're trying to do that with a modular phone, so
Yeah, that's where the concept comes from.
I think some of it could work. I mean, if you look at certain aspects of your motherboard, I'm not an expert by any stretch, but certain aspects of your motherboard, like the back panel with your USBs and stuff on, that never changes really, apart from different versions of USB. But
unless you want
generally,
Type C.
yeah, generally it doesn't really change that much. So if you had a motherboard with the basics on that you could snap on all your various sockets, then yeah. But I'm sure there's more to it than that. I'm sure there's a lot of very clever stuff that goes into making motherboards where stuff is reliant on certain gubbins.
Yeah, I would say.
I speak simple English. I'm sure there's more to it than we realise. Us
Well, I would
us
say.
consumers. But I'm sure there's people in the know who get into all this sort of stuff, who really get into the PC building, or people that are in the industry who would say, well, no, it's physically not possible to do a modular motherboard because X, Y, and Z.
Yeah, but what's there to modular on there? And then obviously I'm looking at mine through my wonderful desk, and I could see like maybe you could swap out the DDR RAM slots so it supports DDR
Well, the
4,
slots,
5, whatever.
the slots in theory you can make modular, but it's what connects those slots to the rest of it. Like I say, we don't know. we're merely speculating. I'm sure there's someone watching going, "You idiots! You have no idea what you're talking about."
We're
But,
just
yeah,
making up as we go along, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the rest of your motherboard. There's all sorts of stuff going on. It's not just the slots and the ports and the buttons and the plugs. There's diodes and all sorts of stuff going on.
Yeah, which I totally agree. But it's like, so,
Science, witchcraft.
but what?
We do not understand it. We really buy it.
But the only bits that they would modular, if it was ever true, would be the RAM, the slots.
Yeah, it'd be the stuff that you're regularly upgrading. But
Yeah, your CPU and obviously the graphics card ports and all that. So
I want PCI, goddammit.
yeah, but it's gonna be interesting what the next couple of days is gonna bring for these April Fools.
I'm
Obviously,
looking forward to it.
yeah, well,
Like the infamous tin hat from WoW.
I'm not gonna
That
be
was a new one.
posting a lot of gaming
gonna have-
news
yeah.
this
We'll have to
all
do
going to
next
highlights
couple of
next
days.
week.
Yeah, we'll round up all the best April Fools stuff, I reckon, for next week. But it's gonna be a short one for today, guys. Obviously, because there ain't been much. But
Nothing that we could talk about with any degree of authority, anyway. Like we do anyway.
There is one thing I got to mention actually. We'll quick rewind is I've reinstalled COD UO, the original 2003 Call of Duty with United Offensive,
Back in the day,
and
Are you in the
amazing.
wall?
And funny enough, I've installed that, and Jack Frags, the other YouTube channel, he's actually reinstalled COD 4,
yeah, I saw
Modern
that.
Warfare, and
Why is it so good?
yeah, but the thing is, it's weird that a lot of people are going back to old games.
So you say it's going to be a short episode, and we're going to end up going on for another 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I'd just like to add, I remember when we first played Call of Duty 4, it was like, it's not like Call of Duty 2, it's not as good, it's too arcadey or whatever.
Yeah.
But looking back, yeah, it weren't too bad.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad at all. They were played in hardcore, like, oh god.
Yeah, we always played it in hardcore, didn't we?
Aye.
One burst with an M16 would drop you.
Now look at it now, you could play Pub Hunter.
I think compared to some of the later iterations, it wasn't as bad as we initially thought.
No, it weren't really. But COD 2, I still prefer Call of Duty UO. Sorry, I found two or
We're stuck
three.
in our ways.
Yeah, I found 2 or 3 servers that is running stock mode, and people are playing it now. That I don't know if there's hackers still on there. Maybe there is, but I enjoyed it the last couple of nights, and I may put a video up for social gamers for you guys to watch if you want it. Yeah, there you go. It will be. But if you guys want to see that, please comment or like the video. And
Don't know what my copy is, so the best thing to do is that.
Or write comments about how awful we are.
yeah,
That's what people normally do.
but
On YouTube
Who's
videos, anyway.
this jammy twat at the bottom?
yeah,
I should have said that.
I,
Gonna do beep there.
I.
Put a hilarious beep in for the lols.
But guys, yeah, like, dislike,
We're professional.
whatever. We ain't fussed. We're
Always
just
be
learning.
professional.
So
And remember to eat greens.
yeah, excellent. See you later, guys.
Bye.
See you later from
Bye
Will.
now.
See you later by the angry Scott still.
Oh, he swears. Oh, nearly.
Jammy.